I mean, again, I see you walking around. You have a huge crew.
Yep.
You've got a camera on you all the time. You
Yep.
travel a lot.
Yeah.
You're providing all these materials at your website, TaiLopez.com. So how do you structure that day? How do you decide how much is fun, how much is work, and where do the two cross over? Like, give me a schedule.
So I think daily routine is important. I think the first thing for everybody that I follow, that everyone can read, is a great book by Gary Keller called The One Thing. It's The Power of Focus. First thing I try to do is go, okay, Tai, there's too much to do. What's the one domino I push today that knocks down like 100 dominoes? Because I do not want to push down 100 one at a time. I got to hit one huge one that's real heavy and it knocks everyone down. So I think you have to know what your superpower is and do that 80% of the day. I think that's a secret. I used to believe in, task management systems and Excel spreadsheets, and you prioritize and you flip, and every 15 minutes you do a new thing, and there's a thing, there's all these different tools that people put forward to be productive and successful. But I started studying people. I'm like, what does Warren Buffett do? This guy owns 100 of the largest brands in the world, from Amex, Bank of America. I'm going, what is this guy? Geico, what is he doing? And he says, simple. I spend 8 hours a day reading about investment deals, 800 pages a day. That's it. He goes, you want to see he has a little day planner. He loves to show it. He's like 88. He goes, you want to see my day planner? What I have scheduled this month? And he just laughs because there's nothing for 8 months on there. So I think the first thing is read that book by Gary Keller. The second thing, if I was advising my younger self, the second thing is less is more. Do not confuse flurries of activity with accomplishment. Activity and accomplishment both start with an A, but they are unrelated. I have friends that just, oh my gosh. In fact, I've found the poorer my friend is, if I'm like, hey, can you come help me move? I got to move. They're like, dude, I'm just so busy. I'm like, you've been unemployed for 6 months. You have nothing. You're lying. You have Game of Thrones to watch or whatever. But the reason, it's causation correlation. I'm like, wait a second. I think the reason they're in what they're in, no one ever taught them how to be productive. And so they keep themselves busy with flurries of activity, but none of it moves the needle on life. And life, you got only 4 things, I think. I call them the 4 pillars of the good life. Health, wealth, love, happiness. Physical health. So what I do, this is my third point of being productive. I just think those are in order. So I try to do workout first. Health. I've gotten to know Arnold Schwarzenegger a little bit, not super well, but I was in his kitchen and did like a 45-minute talk with him. And I went to Australia a couple months ago, give a talk with him. And I asked him this. And he goes, I wake up at 4 a.m, Tai. I read for 1 hour. 5 a.m, I ride my bike to the gym. By 7, I've read an hour, and I've got a 2-hour workout in and eating breakfast. That's a productive guy by 7 a.m. And so you do your health first. Then wealth is usually people's career. I like to do it in the day. Then health, wealth, love. To me, love is friends, family, romance. Those 3 parts, component of love. So at night, I pretty much do something social every night. And then I say, if you do the first 3 pillars, happiness comes automatically. You got to balance those first 3. So do them in that order. I meet people that spend all day socializing with friends, and entrepreneurs, they put off their work, or I meet people who put health and they lift weights. Oh, am I going to get it in before I go to bed? No, do it first. That's the order. If you don't have health, you won't care about wealth, love, or happiness.